Right, guys, so we are going to be doing the first of these quests to help with the selection of a new ruler for Skellige. And this one is about Ceres, Krakenkrate's daughter. And we're going to be asking this guy if he knows where she is.
We'll be done in a moment.
And then a giant sea snake swam up and bit my arm off. The gods have spoken. A sacrifice is needed.
To my mind, it's about you defeating a snake, yeah.
No, they demand a sacrifice. I'm sure of it. It's time.
We must wait for a clearer sign. At least till your next dreaming.
I don't need no more signs.
Looking for Ceres. Heard she stayed here.
Krate's daughter. Aye, she was here.
Where is she now?
What?
Ceres. Where's Ceres?
Dunno. Enough of the questions.
So, do you know where Ceres is?
I'm looking for Ceres. Any idea where she might be?
I hope she's gone to the village. It's been a time since she visited. She wished to speak to our folk, but
But?
I worry she might have gone to Jarl Udalric's old family home, though I tried to dissuade her.
Clan Brockvar have something to hide from the Onkrate.
No, it's not that. The house is a strange place. Many believe it haunted.
Great. I love haunted houses. But why would Ceres go there?
Before she left, she had a long talk with the Jarl. Seems she wanted to help him.
With what?
Forgive me. I must go to him.
A promising start.
Remember that
Oh dear.
storm caught us in all day? Aye, like it were yesterday. Off the
Sounds like he's got a problem. Alright, so we're asking around about Ceres. Where's Ceres? Hey, Skellige woman, where's Ceres?
Could you?
Oh no, we're not having to ask around about Ceres. I thought we'd ask about Ceres, but I guess that we don't. And just go to the abandoned home. Okay. Because he said she was talking to people. So that's weird. So it seems like they are, the way they set this up to begin with. The way they set this up to begin with was
Could be Ceres's.
that she and the son, her brother, are going to be the obvious choices for the new ruler of Skellige. And so it's interesting, right? Because we haven't met him yet. We've met her. And we know that she is sort of trying to prove herself. It seems like the idea of her ruling rather than her brother is sort of frowned upon a little bit. They're a little... This place is definitely a bit misogynistic. Not misogynistic. They're a bit... like they don't want women. They're a little patriarchal. That's what I'm trying to say. the idea of women ruling is just a little bit frowned upon, I guess. It's a little bit radical. You know, kind of like things still are. So, in any case, so she's trying to prove herself and whatever. I have to stop moving around or I can't get my thoughts together. And then the brother is off doing this like quest to kill this monster or whatnot. And the thing that she wants to do to prove herself is try to lift this possession on this guy, or lift the curse on this guy. I assume it's a possession because the name of the quest is possession. So anyway, she's trying to like figure out what's going on, and so it sets it up as this thing between the two of them, that she's going to be the one that's more, let's think about what we're doing, let's try to figure out what's happening, and then make a decision on what we are going to do. And it seems like the brother will probably be more the traditional strength rules, there's an enemy, kill the enemy, done, kind of ruler. And there are positives and negatives to both of those types of rulers, if that's what they go for. Like I said, we haven't met the brother yet, so I don't know if that's actually what he's going to be like. But I think that it'll be interesting to see how these stories unfold so that we can, you know, find out what we feel like will be a better fit for the ruler of Skellige, which is pretty cool. Anyway, let's continue.
Saris. Passed out. Gotta get her out of here.
What happened? Where am I? Oh, my head. Pain's just awful.
Got hit with something heavy.
Geralt? Why are you here?
Came to look for you. Croc's worried. Taking you home.
I won't go until I help Ulrich. The sword! Where's the sword? I've got to go back!
You're not going anywhere. I carried you out of there a moment ago half dead.
I have to!
You have to tell me what's going on.
So why'd you go in the house? What's this all about?
Why'd you go in there?
I wanted to help Ulrich.
Sure, he was acting strangely, but I don't see how your stroll through a haunted house will help him.
It would have if I'd only found the sword.
So what's this sword all about?
It's Brokvar, the ancestral sword of Udalric's clan. I needed to lift the curse that holds Udalric.
A curse?
Long story. Years ago, Udalric and his little brother butted heads over the sword. As custom has it, the clan's sword should go to the firstborn son, Udalric. But his father gave Brokvar to his little brother, Aki.
Serious insult in these lands.
Serious enough for Udalric to break a sacred law here in Skellige. He openly questioned his father's decision.
Guessing the old Jarl couldn't let it pass.
They chained Udalric to a pile, up to his waist in the sea. Spent 3 days like that. When his punishment ended, he and Aki sailed out to fish.
So I'm guessing that didn't go very well.
Got a feeling this trip didn't end happily.
Your feeling's right. There was an accident. A storm broke out and Aki fell overboard. Udalric had his hands full with the sails. Didn't hear his brother until it was too late.
Didn't hear? Or didn't want to hear?
Some folk on the Isle had the same doubt, but none would mention it aloud.
So you need the sword to set things right somehow?
What did you plan to do with the sword?
I thought Aki's ghost would want it back.
The brother's ghost?
Long as I remember, folk have said Udalric's the chosen one. The one the gods speak to. I believed it once, but now, considering certain things, I think he's just haunted. And it's his dead brother that's haunting him.
So, yeah, that would kind of make sense.
Daring theory. Not breaking any of your laws just by thinking it.
Don't care. I don't believe it's the gods talking. Have you seen him? He's covered in scars.
Thought he earned those in battle.
If you call the strife in his heart and head a battle, I've asked him about it. He said the voices command him to hurt himself for the glory of the gods. I think not. It's not the gods, it's Aki.
So you believe Aki's getting his revenge, because Udalric let him die?
I've talked to Yort. He swears Udalric didn't start hearing voices till after Aki's death. And I don't think Yort's mistaken. He knew both those boys from the cradle. I think we've to give Brokvar to Aki, and he'll leave Udalric alone.
Not a bad idea, on condition it's a ghost we're dealing with. But something doesn't add up.
What's that?
Aki drowned at sea, said so yourself. But the ghost haunts this house.
Aki and Udalric both lived here. Maybe that's why. Thanks for your help, Geralt. But I've got to get the sword.
Out of the question. I'll get it.
Really? Thanks. So I can go see Udalric?
No chance. You're weak. Might pass out again along the way. Wait here, we'll go together.
Alright. Don't go running off and do anything crazy. So, the sword's gotta be down here. Ah! Owsies. Ooh. It seems really haunted down here. So I'm guessing there's gonna be more to this than what we think. She has a fantastic theory going on, but I'm guessing it's not exactly right. The frack is that?
What is this about?
Oh, okay. That's weird. Let's get out of this cellar, shall we? Oh, Ceres, I got the sword.
So? Did you find the sword?
I sure did.
I found it. Let's go.
After you, then. You and my da, you were mates once, right?
Hope we still are.
But, well, I heard you fell out over something. Or someone.
Talking about that story with Yennefer? Long time ago, that. In fact, that was before Croc met the woman who'd be your mother.
But you and Yennefer had already met?
Things were never cut and dried with Yen.
What is it about her? What is it that draws you?
Dunno. Maybe, it's 'cause I've never chosen comfort and ease. The calm and the quiet.
Drink last night too?
Yep, she is definitely not calm and quiet. That's for sure. But she's got some good snark going on.
Not like my good.
And she seems to be there for you when you need it. So I like that. Here we go.
Where is Yennefer?
Don't know. Why do you ask?
I just wonder why she let you come here alone.
What do you mean, let me?
Nothing. Not a thing. Just got the impression she doesn't like to let you out of her sight. Look, there they are.
Horridly bright out here. Stings the eyes.
The fresh air will do you good.
The gods won't be pleased.
Jarl, our guests, remember.
What happened to your hand?
I sacrificed it to the gods.
Forgive him, Jarl. Geralt's got more to learn about our customs. We're close to the gods in Skellige, and the chummier you are, the greater the offering you make. It's our belief that the greatest thing a man can offer is his pain, his suffering, the pure sacrifice.
To hear the gods is a gift, not a sacrifice.
That sounds really masochistic. Alrighty then. Not gonna judge your culture. Not judging, not judging, not judging. What about these voices?
These voices you hear.
The gods, their voices.
More likely this is somehow related to your dead brother.
I told Geralt of Aki. We concluded that
That the gods are angry at you, yet he's the reason. That's why you have to apologize to Aki himself.
I didn't want to. Aki fell in the water. The gods will be angry.
Let me help you, and I promise to do everything I can to keep from angering the gods.
Heed the Witcher Jarl. Make amends to Aki and you'll surely please the gods.
What would you have me do?
Remember where Aki fell in the water?
Near the Isle's eastern end, by the mouth of the bay. Current had swept us towards Ullula's Needle.
It's a dangerous spot. Treacherous eddies swallow a handful of sailors each year.
We need to sail there. Aki's ghost won't rest until Brokvar's returned to his remains.
No. No. The gods, they'll be angry. I feel it.
Fear not, Jarl. The gods love you, and they loved Aki. Surely they want this.
Well, maybe I can sail there. The sword should be returned. That's what matters. Makes no difference by whose hand. What do I look for? Did Aki have anything that'll help me recognize him? Something he was wearing that could survive all this time underwater?
Aye. Our clan ring.
That ought to be enough. I'm off.
Alright. So we're gonna sail there? Is that what's happening?
Got a
What
minute.
you got to say? Never
Farewell.
mind. Wait a minute. We haven't
Got a
talked
minute.
to her. Everyone's
Sad when
mourning.
Someone like Bran dies. Everyone says he was a good king.
It's not fitting to speak elsewise about the dead.
Mean you don't agree?
Bran spent his life at sea. And while he was away, old feuds flared, devouring the Isles from the inside. Folk grew furious, claiming there was no one to mediate, resolve quarrels. But then Bran would return with loot, throw a feast, let the mead flow in rivers, and everyone loved him again.
Farewell.
Sounds like King Bran is the kind of king that I wouldn't really support. You know, he's still going out and doing his own thing, what he likes doing, and not really ruling. But he's popular, so people forget that he's not really a good ruler. So yeah. And I like that she recognizes that and is willing to speak it. Let's not crash our boat on these rocks, shall we?
Must be the place.
Alright. Crossbow out. Killing these things underwater is the best. I'm really, really happy that you can do that. Then, well, we're gonna need some air. Where is this dude? Oh, Aki, where is your body? It's not there. I see an investigate. Okay, that must have done it.
accomplished, if anything. Time to see Udalric.
Oh, Udalric. You have a fun name. Udalric. No! Let's go. I like sailing the little boats, actually. It's kind of neat that you can do that. Mr. Udalric, we returned the sword. And I'll bet it's not that easy, because he said it seemed to not have done anything.
Nay,
Okay,
you should probably look in the river.
let's do this.
Like a boat needs
Our lads.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
Stay out of trouble, or you'll answer to me.
Adventure seeker.
What is happening? What is happening, folks?
What is this?
Udalric. The voice has commanded him to poke out his eye.
What? Why'd you do it?
Such was the will of the gods. A sacrifice for Aki.
Dude.
What did the gods want? Exactly. Do you remember? What did they tell you?
They were angry. A voice said, "You vile wretch, you didn't help Aki, and now you failed to sail out to beg his forgiveness. Poke out your eye, suffer, and regret the evil you've wrought."
When did the gods speak to you? Right after I left?
Shortly after, sleep came over me, so I lay down. 'Twas then they revealed their will to me.
You always asleep when they speak to you?
Always.
What do you see then? Do they try to summon you anywhere specific?
My old home. They command me to light torches, then speak from the shadows.
The gods speak from the shadows, you said. Is that why you don't allow any lights in here?
In my dreams, at times I see their form when the torches burn bright.
To see the gods is a great honor. Maybe with more light in your house, you'd see them when you're awake as well.
Lesser men are unworthy. They cannot gaze upon their faces.
The gods always demand you offer them your suffering?
Only that pleases them, so they ask for more and more.
Definitely sounds like a demon to me.
The gods ever show you their form, or are they always just a shadow?
Once, I steeled myself, gathered my courage, and in my dream made my torch burn bright. I saw a hazy figure sitting in shadow then.
I returned the sword, but nothing's changed. It's not his brother's ghost that haunts him, tortures him.
What's wrong with him?
Can we talk somewhere in private?
The guest room. Come. Well, know what it is?
It's a Heim, a post-conjunction creature, very rare and very dangerous. It latches on to men who commit vile deeds. It feeds on their pain for years, fueling their guilty conscience. In the end, Heims force their victims to mutilate themselves.
Sounds unpleasant. Any way to defeat it?
Two methods that work, in theory.
Well, let's try to trick it.
They say a Heim can be tricked. You have to pretend to do something horrible. Then it'll move on to you as its new victim. When it realizes it's been tricked, it'll be forced to leave.
Great. Let's try it.
Don't know anyone who's pulled it off.
Or maybe no one's thought up a trick that was good enough. What's this other way?
Witcher's bestiaries say you have to spend a night in the Heim's lair with the affected individual.
The haunted house, you mean? It's hardly cozy, but I wager you've slept in worse conditions.
It's not about sleeping. You've got to draw the Heim out. It has to emerge from the shadows, show itself. Can't hurt it otherwise.
And it's sure to give as good as it gets.
You've seen Udalric. It won't be an easy fight.
I know you're doubtful, but we should at least try to find a way to trick the Heim.
Might not be as simple as it seems. Besides, neither method's perfect.
What do you mean?
Udalric might not survive an entire night in the Heim's lair.
You think the Heim... would it try to kill Udalric?
No, that would mean losing its host. But Udalric could just... expire. He's weak, and the house will summon painful memories. Whereas to the Heim, that'll be an opportunity. The more pain the Heim causes Udalric, the stronger it'll grow.
And the more dangerous it will be to you. And what about the other method?
The Heim's a demon, and demons are notoriously hard to fool. Plus, the trickster can't know it's a trick.
What?
The Heim attacks those who have a guilty conscience, truly believe they committed a foul deed. The Heim strengthens their regret and feeds on it. Meaning, if the new host doesn't feel true sorrow, the Heim will sense that.
Yes. So, for this to work, if either of us has an idea, we can't tell the other one about it.
Exactly.
Both methods seem risky, but I still think we should try the trick.
Don't know that I'm convinced.
Just please don't tell me you have to consult Yennefer on such things as well. If we fail to think of anything, we can always try the Witcher's way.
Okay, why do you keep bringing up Yen? Exactly?
What is it with you and Yennefer? Mentioned her several times already.
Nothing. I've just noticed that you're often of one mind.
Saying I'm henpecked.
Not that you're especially different. Seems to happen to all men. Take a rowdy Skelliger, a brave knight, or a tough witcher. You all end up wrapped around some woman's finger.
Well, I guess I'm not gonna argue with that. Geralt did, follow her to the grave.
What can I say?
So, shall we try tricking it first?
Yeah, let's.
Good decision.
Haunted house. The Heim's lair. Only place where anything like this could work.
After you, then.
No reason to delay.
Let's look around.
Okay. So this is an interesting quest here. We'll see if we can figure out how to trick this dude.
Solid craftsmanship. Fitter must have been from the continent. Ciri. No, it's impossible. Damn it. Looking to discourage me? Good. Means you're scared.
Uh-huh. Scaredy Bitka. Can we examine this?
Somebody could break their leg
you.
or their neck.
Come on, let me out. Thank you. Jeez. What's this here?
Shattered. Udalric must have been scared of seeing the creature just behind him.
Yeah, that would be scary.
old cradle. Must have belonged to Udalric or Aki.
Geralt, come! Think I've got an idea!
Well, don't tell me about it.
Come up with anything?
Yes, I have a plan. One that just might work.
Can I get any details?
You've got to wait for me here. I won't be long.
Anything else?
Said yourself, you can't know the details. So no, nothing else. You simply gotta trust me.
Hope you know what you're doing.
So do I. So, can we start?
I'm ready.
All right, I'll be back soon. In the meantime, get a fire going in the oven.
Are we cooking something? Defeated through the power of baking bread.
Over there! She's running to the old house! Grab her!
Take him. You must put him in the oven. Trust me.
Take care not to hurt the child. Give me the babe.
In the oven. Throw him in the oven.
All right. Defeated by the power of baking babies. So I put up Quinn around it, so it's not gonna die. Or I put that up to lock it in.
Come on.
But we're obviously not killing the child. That's the trick, but I guess Geralt doesn't know that or something. He's gonna think that the kid's dead. Who knows? I mean, if I was Geralt, and we know that we're, oh dear, trying to trick them, and we just killed these dudes. Like, that's pretty sad.
Aki!
The Witcher committed no crime. You'll find neither despair nor guilt here. Only shock and relief. You've been tricked. You must go.
It's over.
Over?
We tricked the Heim. It thought I'd killed your child, abandoned you to haunt me, feed on my conscience.
But when it saw the babe was whole, unharmed, it had to go. You're free, Jarl.
Free?
The Heim's gone, so are the voices that tortured you. Let's get out of here.
Don't thank us all at once.
What's happening? My head's spinning. I'm spinning in a maelstrom.
Geralt, you said it was over.
That's just fatigue. In time, his mind will return to normal.
What? What will I do now?
You'll be fine. Key is to not give in to self-pity.
I feel as if someone's torn something from me.
That's normal. The Heim was a parasite. Bonds between parasites and hosts can be strong. That's why you feel empty now. Give it a few days, weeks, you'll be fine.
Thank you. I think. Farewell.
Good job, Saris. Well done with the
I'll
trick.
go with him. He seems confused.
Good idea. Then what? What are your plans?
I'll stay a few days, make sure he's healthy. And you? Gonna stay on Speaker Rog?
Don't know yet. Gotta gather my thoughts.
I'm sure Yennefer must be growing impatient.
Thought we already discussed that.
We did. Farewell, Witcher. Favourable winds and following seas to you.
To you too. So long.
Alrighty. Well, that's very cool. I really do like Saris, so brother is gonna have to really impress me. But I suppose it's possible. Alright. So we're gonna move on to his quest here in a moment. That is the Lord of Undvik.